Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I welcome you on this wonderful sunny morning to our world premiere of a new solar-powered telematics unit. My name is Stefan Heimer. I'm the CEO of the company MECOMO AG from Munich, and I will present about 25 minutes, and then we will have time for Q&A. And after the press conference, you will obtain a USB stick with presentations and other material, so hopefully you're then all set. What were our key objectives for our new telematics unit, which shall be solar driven? So what's the next level? First of all, you see mecSOLAR here. You see that mecSOLAR is a pretty bulky unit, big solar panel, as well as the electronics casing, and by that it's a good fit for trailers and swap trailers. But for example, on containers, sea containers, it's not so good due to its large size. So by that, one objective of the new development is that we can suit on more logistics objects, especially on containers and shipment tracking. Then the new device shall be IP69K. Here mecSOLAR was already very good, IP65. 69K is the automotive standard for robustness. Then a smaller footprint, as I said, smaller sizing, but the same height as mecSOLAR, so that we still are within the legal limits of, for example, the height of swap trailers. So we tried not less than to achieve the same functionality and more as it is in mecSOLAR, but at a much smaller footprint. Even longer battery stand time. The battery capacity of mecSOLAR is very big, it's 14 ampere hours, but if we have even more than the battery stand time, for example, in long, harsh winters, it's even better. That means that we do not need to switch into energy saving mode, but we can drive the unit in full operation throughout, for example, a cold winter, the long cold winter up there in Sweden. Then even better modularity. mecSOLAR is already a modular concept with the aluminium frame that can be lengthened. We can have a second casing and so on. But we learned that we might need in certain customer scenarios even better ways for modularity, because there is no one-fits-all telematics unit. Every key account project is actually special. The units and the solutions have to be customized. And for that, we need an even better solution for that. So, before I'm going to show you our new development, just once again, this is a so-called sicke of swap trailers, and you see that mecSOLAR fits perfectly into that sicke. This is the sicke of a container, and mecSOLAR doesn't fit that well into that, but it might still work. But then there are even more narrow sickens, like here, and the unit is just too big for that. But we would like to fit in all of that. Alright, so let me show you now our new product, which is called mecSOLAR. And it has, in addition, full sensoric capabilities and maximum manipulation protection, and it's going to have other features. Here it is. mecSOLAR. If you compare the sizing, that's, I think, the first that you will recognize immediately. It's only a third of mecSOLAR. But it also has a full GPS, GSM, or GPS 3G device. It has the charger. It has, in addition to GPS Solar, a sensor board, which I will explain in a minute, and the solar panel. And by that, we compacted it to a maximum in order to achieve the sizing. But it's not only smaller, it's also much more modular. The design of mecSOLAR fits perfectly into container sequence. As you see here, we do have a smaller socket fundament, so in order to fit it in here, then see here, due to its narrow sizing, it fits perfectly into that secant, and also in the most narrow secant that we found, not more than 10 centimeters wide, the unit fits into that. And also watch the height, even with the socket, the bottom part of it, which might be away, it's not higher than 4 centimeters.
What are the measures? 10 by 30 centimeters?
You will see the measures in a second. So, here, the size of the core case is 99.5 millimeters time approximately 250 millimeters because we are still optimizing the length, and the height of the core case, including the solar panel, is 30 millimeters. Okay. So, let me show you the modular concept. You see here the unit in a 3D drawing that I just showed you. So, you see the solar panel frame where there is no solar panel in there now. Then there is the core case here, as well as the bottom part. Yeah, if you turn it around, then you see here there are openings for interfaces, because we are able to interconnect, as you will see, with other units as well as with the outside world. For example, serial interface in order to connect it to a PC in order to program it. Then there are also buttons so that it can be switched on, off, and configured to a certain extent. Then there are here LEDs, visual indicators, in order to show the status of the unit. And all that in this tiny back panel. On the other side, we have here the option to get out some cables. For example, we have the option to have also external antennas. In the standard version, the GPS antenna as well as the GSM antenna is inside the unit. So there is no cable, there is no hazard at the installation. And this is very important because the installation is a very expensive part of the business case. So if there are no cables, then the business case looks much better. If there is no maintenance, because these are rechargeable batteries that are continuously recharged by the solar panel, then of course, then there is no maintenance cost as well. And this makes this telematics unit so attractive, because you have it running 5, 7, maybe 10 years without maintenance. All right, so let me show you how the unit can be extended vertically and horizontally. First of all, if we need, for example, an additional protection layer, we just can add another level here, have longer screws, and by that we just have a new functionality with almost no development. Now, let me show you that we and lengthen it 2 units behind each other. And I'd like to demo it to you. I have 2 cases here. Yes? And I will take those cases and just move them together. Just like that. It's already a good fit. And then we'll take a simple screw and put it together. You see? That's the horizontal extension. Now think about it. There's one battery with 20 ampere hours already in there. We might have a second battery with the same size, 40 ampere hours in this sizing. This alone is a unit that might stand for years without the need of having a solar panel. Now, let's do it that way. Yeah, we have here fixation points. We can put it like that. We can add a solar panel layer, just like that. It's a little bit like Lego, you know. You can actually build whatever you want. You can have 3 levels if you like. And here, the bottom part. And then, yes, all we need is a longer screw and put it together. I think you get the idea. So we have actually unlimited ways in order to combine it, to add functionality, because if the core case is empty, we can enter any type of electronics. Think about electronic sealers, not only additional batteries, other functionality, yeah? Without the need of a new installation, and see the form factor. It's as small the footprint as it can get. We have full sensoric capabilities in the unit. We have already built in temperature sensor, shock sensor, light sensor, 3 proximity sensors that are used as temper switches and door sensors. All that is into that. And in addition to that, we also have a wireless sensoric interface.